All right, welcome to the week ahead, everybody. I am Dallisa Hawking. I'm a fifth generation psychic medium. I'm the CEO of a fabulous, fantastic company, Spirit and Spark. I'm delighted to have you here today. In just a moment, I'm going to share with you the overall themes for this week. And I'm also delighted to bring on Amber. Amber has written this beautiful poem that she shared with me the other day. And I thought, that it would be great to welcome her on to today's show, and she's going to share that poem with you in just a moment. It's called Don't Belong. All right, everybody, start your comments if you're watching live or you're watching the replay, and let me know, how has this past weekend been for you? What are you feeling energetically, and where are you tuning in from? We're about to get started. All right, so we've got some energy updates for this week. I'm going to pull a card of destiny to see what is in the hopper for us. Amber's going to come on in just a moment to read her amazing poem, so cheer her on. We want her to be feeling welcome and included and comfortable as she reads her original work. So we're going to do that. Just a couple of quick reminders. Spark Plug members, thank you for being a member. We've got our global meditation for peace and healing that I'm going to lead this week. Make sure if you're a Spark Plug member, you've signed up for that. And remember, you have up to 5 invitations to invite other people. So make sure you're inviting your friends, your family, your coworkers, whoever you feel like needs some peace and some healing right now. It's going to be incredible. I wrote the script for it yesterday, so we're ready to go for that. Thank you to everybody who's joined me for the psychic development classes. The first class I've done, the encore class, is coming up for lesson 1, and then lesson 2 is about to get started as well. Christina, our hypnotherapist, she does RTT hypnotherapy. She has released free class passes for letting go of things that are in your body, letting go of emotions. So if you're a Spark Plug member, make sure you log into your portal and claim your free class passes. Ashley is going to be giving away 15 spots to her Moonlight meditation class. We've got that also being posted in the Spark Plug portal. And Danielle, who's brand new to the team, we are giving away 8 regular life coaching sessions to Spark Plug members. So make sure you're keeping an eye on your member portal. If you are not a Spark Plug member, you're missing out on a lot of good stuff, including all of that and more. But you can sign up at spiritandspark.com for the Spark Plug. Also, Spark Plug members, over in your portal, you do have your exclusive video that I posted answering your real talk questions, things I can't say on mainstream social media. So some of those things I talked about were Britney Spears, Trump, Biden, the Delta variant, and I also looked at why there are things that are happening that the other side can't understand. So illusion and delusion and what energy is playing into that. So that's over in your member portal under the tab Dallisa's predictions. Okay, so I think we're good. Amber, I hope you're ready, and then we'll get into predictions. So, all right, welcome to the show, Amber. We're going to go ahead and have you read your poem. Amber's with Arms Reach Intuitive Healing, and the name of your poem is Don't Belong. So looks like we've got, lots of people commenting and saying hello. So let's go ahead and have you start. So I'm going to remove myself so you've got the full screen here, okay?
Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. So originally, just to give you a little background on this poem, it was basically written from a place of real healing, I guess you could say, that I had in my life. I had started to have seizures after a really life-threatening incident. I almost didn't make it. And after having seizures, I just felt so alienated around people. I didn't like going to the grocery store, and I just kind of started to hide pretty much from society and everybody else. And so I guess this poem is more of just a message to people that sometimes feel like they don't really belong or feel like nobody understands. It's more of just a message to let you know that there's always going to be somebody out there that understands, or maybe somebody that has even had it worse. And so this was actually the beginning of my spiritual journey, and I've been on an amazing, amazing path, and I've been helping a lot of people and using the things that I've been through in my life to help other people overcome the stuff that they go through, because there isn't really a situation in life that I can really relate to. And more than likely the extreme of it. So I guess I'll go ahead. Don't belong. Do you ever feel so out of place, like you no longer are the friendly face that people see around? In a space that was once familiar, you stop and look around. Seems like you've become the stranger. What you once found familiar, your comfort space, you somehow seem peculiar, somehow out of place. The place that made you feel at ease, where you went to be at peace, you somehow feel so distant, like a stranger from the street. I look upon my demons, laying restless at my feet, searching for the strength I desperately need to defeat these foul creatures that chomp at my feet. While every part of me feels weak and heartache numbs my mind, courage is what I'm looking for, courage I must find. I know where I'll start looking, for the strength I hide inside, from the depths of my being, at the center of my core, while trying to remember what it is I'm fighting for. What is this role in this life of mine? If now's not my time to leave this place behind, how do I keep going with all the pain I hide inside? The weight of the world is never easy to bear. With the ease that I've carried it, they call it a gift. What heavy burdens to carry, what a heavy load to lift. Saying words of encouragement that sound something like this: most people couldn't survive your struggle or pain, much less remain standing under the strain. Be proud of your strength and all that you are. Be proud of the woman behind the scars. As they say these words to me, with no scars to compare to the ruthless ones I wear, although they say these words politely, with pure intentions kindly, just trying to help ease my pain or release the stress, a good-hearted attempt trying to provide me with comfort nonetheless. After all that I've seen and all that I've felt, it's hard to believe them so easy. With them light-hearted words, said to lighten my mood when you've seen life as I have through my point of view, or experienced the hardships that I have gone through. It's hard to gain clarity or hear their words of advice and the opinions of others that have never had to survive or fight battles like mine, or lived with the wounds of a warrior, becoming well acquainted with death. Would words said so simply comfort the pain in your chest? I'm not perfect or mistake free. I try my damnedest to get through it all, and though strong I may be, even the strongest get weak. This I know is true. But thanks for the compliment and acknowledgement too. I hope you never see my kind of pain or say the same words from an understanding place. To say them from experience with a way to relate is one harsh reality that gets hard to embrace. This isn't just a poem or words on a page. This is my life through my point of view. I hope this can help you or someone out there. Help you remember just give it your best. Not all pain is pointless or just there to hurt you. Sometimes it has a purpose or something to teach you. Some lesson to learn because you never know how the wisdom you gain through your own torture and pain might be the lesson to save someone's life. It might be the wisdom to show someone light. As dark fills their day, you might be the hope that someone needed to get through. The hope they were praying for might just be you. This is my story, the part that's untold, the part that feels weak, sometimes insecure, the part that wanted to give up and the part that was unsure. When life got too hard, it left me wanting to quit, but it was also the part that brought me back from the dead, put the breath in my lungs, and it kept my heartbeat alive. It was the warrior in me. She refuses to die. She helped me remember the value of life. Now here's a piece of my armor that's built with my blood, sweat, and tears. It's helped me survive these last 30 years. I hope it can help you, or someone out there, to overcome any obstacle or trouble ahead, because when adversity stares you straight in the face, don't let your fears become your excuse to cave. If I can survive the life that I've lived with a smile on my face and a positive vibe, I know you could too. So stop surviving and start to live, because it's the best advice that I could give. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And this is just really a message to remind everybody that even if you're struggling or you feel like you can't go on, there's somebody out there that understands. You can reach me at Arms Reach Intuitive on Instagram. I do Reiki and other holistic medicines, so feel free to reach out if you feel like you resonate with what I had to say.
That was beautiful. I loved it the second time just as much as I loved it the first time. You're definitely getting love from viewers. Spiritual Awakening is saying, wow, you're amazing. Abigail is saying, thank you for sharing this, as well as Debbie saying that. Yeah, Abigail even is quoting you, saying, stop surviving and start to live. Angelita's saying, you go, girl. Nikki's giving you applause. You're getting lots of love. It's beautiful. And I know that that's a courage to share that with everybody today. I appreciate you coming on and being vulnerable. And yeah, Christy is saying that was beautiful. Thank you. Michelle's saying so lovely. Yeah. How do you feel after?
Everybody. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. How do you feel after sharing that?
I feel good. I mean, really, like when I wrote it, I was struggling so hard to try to understand a way to express what I was feeling, because I was always known as like the strong person that could get through anything in life. And here I was having these seizures, and it's such like a physical, like visible weakness that I'd woke up on the ground outside of Carl's Jr. and a stranger was like looking at me and screaming like, "Oh my gosh, do I need to call the cops?" And, like I've always had my gifts and everything, but I kind of ran from them, and coming back from something like that and feeling this way, but also having to embrace these like psychic abilities and these gifts that I was given because they were so amplified. It was hard, but when I just started writing it, like I literally wrote that within probably 20 minutes, and it like flew right from my heart space. And it's honestly led me on this amazing path where now I'm in a place where I can help other people and use my pain and my experiences in life to do so.
I love it. I love it. And I hope that everybody that's been watching and heard your words today, Angelita is saying that it made her cry, and I hope that everybody watching, you share this video with people that may be going through it right now, who need to know and need a reminder that everything is going to be okay. So I trust that you touched hearts today, Amber. So thank you. And everybody make sure you go follow her over on Instagram. And thanks for being a part of today's show.
Thank you so much, Dallisa, for working with me and having me on here. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you in class.
You will. You'll see me in class. I'll see you then. Enjoy your day.
You too.
Thanks. Oh my gosh, I love her work. That was beautifully stated. So I'm glad that she was able to come on today. So that was Amber. Find her over on Instagram. As I look back through the comments before Amber came on, looks like people are really going through it. Yeah, lots of volatility with the energy. It looks like some angry faces, confusion, worried. Yeah, it's heavy, right? So I made some bold predictions before the weekend because the energy was so incredibly heavy. And as I was looking at some headlines and kind of reflecting on the weekend we just had, there were over 400 shootings in the United States. I want to say it was like over 150 people that were killed as a result of those shootings. We had, tragedy with a mudslide in Asia. We had a military plane go down that killed a bunch of people. There was just a lot of heaviness over the weekend. Yeah, this week's gonna have some more volatility. So I'm gonna get into what those messages are that you need to hear for this week, and then we'll do a card of destiny, which I love, the Sharon Jeffers deck. Oh, yeah, it still feels heavy as I look at the energy. Unfortunately, I still feel some of these bigger things that haven't triggered yet, still coming. I do talk about the ransomware stuff in the spark plug video. One quick thing I want to mention, I have it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. I am going to come on myself this Thursday at 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. And I'm going to come on YouTube just like this, and I'm going to be doing card polls. And I'm doing it for people that are members of this channel, patrons of the YouTube channel. So you just want to make sure you hit the join button, which is right next to the subscribe button if you're logged into your computer before Thursday. That way you can participate. You want to come on live because we're doing card readings live. So thank you to everybody who's a channel patron. It's $2.99 a month to join that. Spiritual Awakening, I see Joy in today. So thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. So yeah, it'll be fun to pull cards. And if you hear meowing in the background, it's these delightful kittens that I got to be a part of I was there when their adoption happened over the weekend. They're adorable, but they're running around. I'd pick one up, but they're a little skittish right now. Okay, so yeah. Where do I want to start? We do have a new moon. We do have a new moon. New moon, the energy is going to hit like the evening of the 9th, and then we're also going to feel it on the 10th. So it's really like the 9th and the 10th for this week. It's a new moon in Cancer. There's going to be a lot of energy around new beginnings, external home, changes in your home, like physical home, but also feeling at home within yourself. And where do you feel at home? And why do you feel at home in certain situations, or where are the triggers coming up around home, or if you're feeling out of place or homeless, why is it that you feel that way? So there's going to be some introspections around the home, external and internal this week, okay? I feel like a flight attendant when I did that. There's a sense of belonging and a sense of feeling safety from other people. So if you don't feel safe or feel like certain people make you feel that you can't be safe around them, you're really going to question that this week and draw some stronger boundaries with that, all right? This week will feel like a slow and steady progress. Slow and steady progress. Ready to create, so you'll feel like you're ready to activate things, start projects, do projects. But you might feel that mixed with people being in your way of getting things done, okay? So you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this, yeah, it's time, let's do it. But you're gonna perhaps feel like there's people kind of being boulders in your pathway. So you're going to have to definitely practice patience this week. There's a bit of duality in the energy of that home and comfort and new beginnings and going within to feel at home, mixed with people feeling icy cold and distant, and also having fiery flare-ups with other people. So I'm not saying ignore people and hide away. It's not what I'm saying, but you're going to really want to go slow and steady this week, all right? There will likely be serious discussions within relationships of all kinds this week. However, if you can wait until next week to have any serious down, dirt, like, you know, nitty-gritty conversations, I'd wait until next week, okay? So serious relationships discussions, if you have to do it this week, fine, do it this week, but I would recommend next week would be your better week to do that. Kind of like the talk, right? So if it's that you're breaking up, there's a lot of breakup energy in the air right now. So you may feel like you need to exit out of a relationship of any kind, then you'll probably feel an even bigger nudge towards that, okay? It is recommended that you have some distance from those big, emotional, heavy conversations this week, all right? Yeah, so it's like pick your battles this week. I think that's how I want to put that. You may feel more inspired this week to activate more radical solutions. So if you've been thinking about something, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go bold. I'm going to try something wild and crazy. You'll probably feel like that's part of your agenda this week. Radical solutions will be part of your agenda. There will likely be a need for creative solutions when it comes to money and love this week, okay? Creative solutions. You know, remember you can manifest anything. It's already all there in the quantum field. So you need to go inward with your meditations and allow it to come forward. So if you're blocking something or something's not coming in quickly, or you feel like there's just like push-pull, stop-start energy, I want you to go into meditation and ask yourself why you're blocking it, okay? And remember, we have people to do sessions with Spirit and Spark. Like we can, usually some of our people can actually get you in for a same-day session, same day, next day. So if you're feeling lost, confused, disoriented, angry, and you really want to get to the root of it so you can pull it out, then all you got to do is contact us. And you can always text me. Our phone number is on the website and it's in the free practitioner guide. You can shoot me a text and say, here's what's going on. Who can I talk to? Who's best to talk to in this situation? Because I know the practitioners and I know who has specialties in different areas, okay? So I'm happy to set that up for you, like give you that recommendation, okay? July is an excellent month to be in and around water. So if you have water somewhere near you, or if you need to travel a little bit to get to water, we are finally going to be out of Mercury Retrograde shadow tomorrow, the 7th. So starting the 8th, you can really kind of move forward with your travel plans and It would be a better time to start entering into contracts and partnerships, formal collaboration. So we're almost out of the shadow period, so you can wait a couple more days. But it is a great month for water. There will be truths and shakeups. And I know that there was a heavy weekend, right? There was a lot of, just horrible things that happened over the weekend. I feel more is coming, and that's not to create fear. That's to say, get yourself prepared, get your home ready, get your water, your food, any supplies that you need to live without any power. Make sure that you keep your tank of gas, at least half full or 3/4 full. Like, you should be replenishing your gas supply regularly. I was telling people last week, I'm like, fill up your gas tank, fill up your gas tank. And then there was a gas shortage, not because there was a gas itself shortage. They didn't have enough drivers. So I think there's going to be twists and turns as to how this stuff plays out. All right. So know that there's going to be twists and turns. Yeah, let's do a card of destiny. Yeah. Truths and shakeups. Where I was going with that is I do feel that there will be additional information coming to light this week. Things that will hit headlines. I'll put it to you that way. Okay. I wish I could say more here. Unfortunately, I don't want this channel to be deleted. And trust me, people's channels are being deleted and taken down. Yeah, there's a weird retrograde that's going to be happening next week. Oh man. I know. I'm like, oh, mercy. I'm like, I want to be the bearer of good news sometimes. The good news is we're going to get through it, and it's getting us to where we're going to go. Okay. Make sure you have gratitude. Gratitude is the doorway to open up more things to be grateful for. Hey, kitty, kitty. Are you trying to come up here? You want to join the? Oh yeah, she's sitting down here looking at me. All right. And for me, Psychic Dallisa, I have it like scrolling at the bottom there. So I have an Instagram account where I've been blogging, journaling about my adventures on the road. And I thought, twists and turns, right? It's unfortunate I can't see my own stuff as well as I can see stuff for other people, right? It's the blessing of being a human being and having an experience on Earth School. So I thought that I was going to be really staying in the Spokane area where I've been. If you've been following me on Psychic Dallisa, I thought that that's where I was going to stay. And I got up here, and there have been beautiful things that have come out of my experience up here that I'm beyond grateful for. And I think it's an experience that I'll look back on years from now and realize like really how it all came together and how magical it actually was. But as I've been up here, the twists and the turns have been prevalent to where I actually had to sit down with myself and say, you got to be kidding me, because I knew I had to come up here for a reason, which I definitely think I did. And I think that there were pieces of this that will stay with me for a long time. But I do feel that the universe said, get curious. And so I'll be blogging about that more. I'll be hitting the road later this week. So more to come on that and where my journey is going to take me next. But I say that to you as a reminder that your life might not go exactly like you thought it was going to go. And there's going to be twists. There's going to be turns. There's going to be unexpected surprises. And it's not about being mad at something. It's not about getting overly excited about something. It's saying, wow, isn't that interesting? And just surrendering and going with that flow instead of fighting it. Because the more you fight it, the more that energy comes in for you to heal it. All right. So here's the card that leapt out of the deck. Oh yeah, they're not my cats. So Phoebe is the girl and Jon Snow is the boy. They're not my cats. I'm sure some of you are really going to love these names. Yeah, Phoebe and Jon Snow. They're adorable, and yeah, they've been meowing at me while I've been talking. So I'm just going to take that as the cats agree with me. All right, so we got the 7 of Hearts this week. All right, here we go. The heart and the mind together will bring the best results for decisions and actions to be taken at this time. If you use one without the other, you may not reach your desired outcomes. If forgiveness is called for, it's your opportunity to take that step, no matter what. And acceptance is the key to success. The Seven of Hearts teaches us to communicate from our highest integrity and with true kindness and compassion. If we look deep enough into the eyes of another, we see our reflection. This is the time to practice this. This card also represents the beauty of life and can draw you in that direction for your career or something that you desire to express at this time. Patience is important. Take an inward journey to receive the clearest direction and knowing. So what I take from this card at the bottom, at the core, is that it needs to be a blend of head and heart. Of head and heart. That if you really want to get where you're going, it has to be a blend of both. So if you're stuck, if you're confused, it's probably because you're too much up here. Go down here. You can go into meditation, you can close your eyes, you can drop down into your heart, and you can ask your heart, what should I do? Okay, what should I do? Ask your heart. You can even take a piece of paper and on one side of it, write, what would my head do? On the other side, what would my heart do? And then go into meditation and start writing your responses. Usually your head is trying to protect you. It's trying to take what you've been through in life and construct some safety net for you. But your heart is actually trying to tell you what's best for you. If you want to do something new, if you want to go somewhere new, if you want to meet someone new, if you want a new job, whatever it is, I'm telling you, your heart's going to lead you to that location. It's going to lead you to that place, that fork in the road of your life. Okay? So make sure it's a blend. If you're stuck, you're probably up here too much. All right? Yeah, I feel it. I know a lot of you are commenting and letting me know how you're feeling and how things feel topsy-turvy, and it's strange, you know, sometimes I come on here and I'm like, God, I feel really repetitive. But the energy is the energy, and it's continuing to compound. It is present until we learn. Okay? I'm looking forward to a couple years from now where I can say, hey, everything's great. Here's how we're going to do this, and here's how we're going to do that, and everything's coming together. We're not there yet. You as an individual doing your own healing, you can manifest, you can go inward, you can create the energy, you can get whatever it is that you're asking for in your life. As a collective, which is what I channel for these broadcasts, there's a lot of people stuck in fear, in scarcity, in sadness, in shame, in guilt. There's a lot of people stuck there. They can get out, but they have to be willing to do the work to get out. It doesn't have to be hard for it to be worth it, folks. So if you're battling something right now, all this energy, all of this heavy energy is asking you to heal. So that card I just pulled about forgiveness, that now is the time for forgiveness and acceptance. How many of you felt triggered with that? How many of you felt like, God, I should forgive myself for blank? Or, oh my gosh, I should forgive so-and-so for blank, but can I do it? The energy is here to bring all of that to the surface. Okay? So patience this week. Distance yourself when distance is called for. It's not the week to blow up on each other. It's really not. There's going to be truth. There's going to be things coming out, things that are probably going to shock you. And I think it's going to be a combination of things in your own life and things that you're going to hear. Okay? So I would encourage you this week that when that does happen, you hear something, you just go, isn't that interesting? Or plot twist. Okay? The stuff is not happening to you to knock you down. It's happening for you so you can heal. So that you can take your blindfold off, so that you can have a deeper understanding of yourself, deeper understanding of other people. Okay? Yeah, as Jacqueline is saying, which I love, I'm going to put this up on the screen. The energy is doing what it needs so that we are all prepared for the acceptance of the change that is coming. Yes, the change is coming. We are literally living through a spiritual awakening on planet Earth. That's why we're here. It's why we essentially kind of begged on the other side, like, you got to send me in. I got to be there for 2020, 2021. I got to be there. You asked to be here for all of the gifts that it's bringing with it. Do not waste this opportunity. Do not waste this opportunity. Go bold. Be courageous. Live the life you've been thinking you'd like to live, and instead go live it. I know it's scary. I know it's scary. I didn't think I would be leaving here. I thought I'd be going and getting my stuff out of storage and creating a new home, and plot twist, here we go. All right, I guess I'm going back on the road. Sometimes it's not expected, but you have to trust and have faith that it's leading you to where you need to be. Okay? We're all going through it. We are all in this together. All right? I hope to see you over Thursday, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. Put it on your calendar right now so you don't miss it. Where I'll be pulling cards, and so you can tune in, and you do have to be a patron of the channel in order to participate. And Susan, I see you just joined, so thank you for that. And yeah, I'll see you Thursday. And remember, if you need a session, if you need to talk to somebody, whether it's life coaching, you want a reading, you want to see what the cards say, you know where to find us, spiritandspark.com. Hopefully between Amber's poem and the information I wrote down and what I just reminded you of, I hope that it gives you some love, some joy, some inspiration. I think part of this and why it's so important for us to get together each week and through these live streams is that it's important that you know that you're not alone. We're all experiencing this energy, and it's all showing up for us in slightly different ways, but we're all feeling it. So I love that you can be a part of the live streams. Hopefully I'll see you over in the Spark Plug. And don't forget, members, go check on the offers and the perks and your exclusive video that is posted in there now. All right? Yeah, take a deep breath. And hopefully I'll see you over at the Global Meditation for Peace and Healing this week. We're going to be activating love and healing within our hearts. And then we're going to be actually together collectively in the meditation, extending that energy to our homes, to the planet, to the universe. It's going to be beautiful. Like I said, I wrote it yesterday, and it's really going to be incredible. So I'm hoping that you make time for that in your schedule. It's about a 30 to 45 minute guided meditation. All right. So Spark Plug members, don't forget to extend your invitations, your 5 invitations to your friends, family, and coworker. There is a few people that have passes that have expressed that they're willing to give you their passes, member passes, over in the Facebook private group. And so if you go into the Spirit and Spark private group on Facebook and you scroll down, I posted about it yesterday, and there are people that are saying that they have a pass that they can give you. So if you're not a Spark Club member and you really want to attend, check there. All right, everybody, make it a great week. Patience, practice patience, and just say, isn't that interesting? Plot twist. You got this. You're going to make it through it.